Hi, everybody. How are you today? Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, April 14th, 2021. Chrisanne here with the Yard Card Association. I'm just going to check real quick on my iPad and make sure I'm actually here because, that'd be kind of embarrassing if I thought I was here and I wasn't. Okay, so we've got that covered. It looks like I'm live. Hopefully you all can hear me. And I know a bunch of people like to watch our replays. So let's see. Let's just get started because this is an impromptu Facebook Live that I'm doing. And I want to talk about, let me just get my fancy note card here. I want to talk about the Yard Card School podcast. I announced this a couple of weeks ago, and it's been something that has been on my board. I have a big board over here. It's a 4-foot by 7-foot board, y'all. At graduation, I use it to try to sort of be organized with between Mother's Day, graduation, the whole month of May and June. I have it all spread out. But besides that, I have my goals on it. And I look at them every day. Now, I'll tell you right now, I have a picture of Glacier National Park on there because that's one of my goals is to go there. But of course, I also have business goals. And one of the business goals I've had, well, I'll tell you honestly, for over 3 years has been to provide a membership for you all. That's been over 3 years in the making. So that's sort of embarrassing because it's taken so long because there's been hiccups and failures, and then you got to go back to the drawing board. But that's a whole other story. Anyway, so the podcast has been on my board for a really long time also. And, do you ever get stuck in your head where you're like, okay, I'm not quite ready. I'm not quite ready. I need to get all my ducks in a row. In my case, all my flamingos in a row. Well, y'all, let me just tell you, I have 400 flamingos. And if I keep waiting on all my flamingos to get in a row, it ain't never going to happen, right? Excuse my English. Sorry. Anyway, so I was like, you know what? I do these Facebook Lives. I am not perfect on the camera. I never will be. And I've gotten over that, right? It is what it is. And if it's something that's hard, it is. I know we all have to push through things that are uncomfortable in order to get better. So I've been working on the podcast and I need your help. If you all don't mind, if you're here and you're interested, first of all, if you're not interested in the podcast, that's okay. This will not be for everybody. But if you're someone who is in the yard card industry and would be interested in listening about yard card industry stuff, then I'm inviting you to come on over and take part in it. It has not launched yet because I am still working on creating more episodes. That's where you come in. I need your help with the podcast because, well, I'm here to serve you. I'm not here. I don't like listening to myself talk, quite frankly. So if I can hear from you all, guess what that means? Hopefully it's stuff you're going to want to listen to. This is what I need from you. Would you please tell me, whether it's live or replay, it's okay, what topics and what questions would you like to hear about? It can be specific questions where I'll do Q&A. It can be specific topics. Now, when it comes to a topic like marketing is always number one whenever I talk to people and ask them, just in general. But as you all know, because you are entrepreneurs, right? Marketing is a ginormous topic. So if you've got questions about marketing, if you could let me know what specific types of marketing or what your specific questions are. Even if you say like Facebook marketing, is there something specific about that? Because I also want to make sure I answer your questions, because you could be thinking you're asking about how to start a Facebook page and I'm over here talking about Facebook ads. That's not very helpful for you, is it? So that wouldn't help you. And so I want to make sure I help you. Okay, so that's my number one request would be if you would please let me know your topics and questions. And the best way to do that is either one, post it below, Or 2, you can send us a private message. Or 3, you can email us. And I will, somewhere on here, I'll leave the email address, but it's info@yardcardbusiness.com. info@yardcardbusiness.com. And in fact, hold on, I'm going to try to leave this cardbusiness.com. Will someone tell me if that shows up? Hopefully it does. So anyway, there's that. So once we get that together, oh my gosh, that's going to be super helpful. And hopefully I can serve you all better that way. Number 2, the duration. How long would you all like to have the podcasts for? Now, I realize that could be an answer anywhere from 5 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour and 45 minutes. I'm always listening in the car, when I'm walking around my house, quite frankly. If I'm doing something, I call it Drive Time University, and you'll hear me refer to that. And so I'm happy listening to things that are longer because I just pick right back up when I get back in the car. But I know a lot of people would like something short and sweet. Our current paid members have asked me a while back when I was doing audio trainings if we could do no more than like 10 to 12 minutes. And so when I was doing audio trainings for them, I kept it under that. Now, it's very short and sweet like that. So I'm not sure if you might want more information and more of a show like that to actually dig into a topic. So if you can tell me also what sort of time you would like, that would be helpful too. Okay, and then number three, first of all, do you listen to podcasts? Because I'm hoping if you don't, that you will. And a podcast doesn't have to be about business. Do you know one of the top podcasts is true crimes? It's all these crime stories. Now, those would not work for me because I'd be looking over my shoulder all the time, just even in the daylight, because I'd be like, oh my gosh, that could be me, right? So I have an active imagination. But there's all kinds of podcasts, is my point. So assuming you listen to podcasts, where do you listen to them from? Is it Spotify? Is it iHeartRadio? Is it Apple? Is it Google? Do you get them on your computer and prefer to listen to them there? Do you like to listen to them in the car? Because that's my primary goal. Is I envision people are out going to work, right? You're either going to your regular job or you're going out on deliveries. And so that's kind of my envision, is that, people are going to be like, okay, I'm going to go out on my deliveries tonight and my pickups. So let me just turn on the Yard Card School podcast and kind of help with your frame of mind as you're out and just, listen about business as you're working. So anyway, I really hope you all will let me know. Okay. Okay, great. Hey, Shanna, how's it going? I'm an Apple girl too. I listen to everything on Apple, but I've also got Spotify. I've got all these others. And so I definitely, it has not launched yet. I am waiting to get a few more episodes recorded. And then I promise you, I am going to come over here and give y'all the announcement as to when. Because the interesting thing is about podcasts, first of all, y'all, this is a side note. Part of what I've done is I've had to get trained. This isn't just you record something and then you pop it up there. I thought it was, but it's not. So I've actually been a student because, like I always tell you all, always a student, right? We always need to be learning every day. So I've been taking podcast courses and workshops, right? And so one thing that I have now learned is that I need to have multiple podcast episodes ready to go, because I do want that anyway, but that I need to get as many people as possible to go subscribe within a 48-hour period of when it launches. So this whole thing of me just quietly putting it out there like I originally thought I could, apparently I got to really get this out there in a bigger way. So that's where hopefully you follow over here on this, whether you are in a group on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page. Hopefully you will keep a lookout and that we'll get that information over there. We also have an email list, and I'll definitely be emailing out over there as well. So if you're not on that, go over to the website at yardcardassociation.com, and then up at the top tab, there's one that says subscribe. And then you can just pop in your information and sign up there. Now, I do not email out as well as I would like to. I'll be honest with you. There's one of the things I'm really working on getting better at. But because I do want to get more focused on getting information from you guys, your feedback on the podcast, I'm going to be emailing out more and try to get us. This is a team effort for a podcast. This is not just me sitting over here going, hey, I'm going to make a note card and I'm putting together a podcast. No, this is our podcast for those of you who are interested, right? Why would I want to sit over here and just listen to myself talk? It's hard to get on video, y'all, and then I have to listen to them again. Oh, no. This is for y'all. So anyway, okay, I'm going to go back and summarize here real quick for those that are just tuning in. Here's the 3 things I would like to know. What are your topics and questions for the podcast? How long do you want the podcast? Whether you want it, hopefully not a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20, 45. 45 is the most popular. Anyway, there's that question. And then number 3 is where you're listening to your podcast. So if you can either comment here, private message us, or email us at info@yardcardbusiness.com. The email address is in the chat. If you want to sign up for the newsletter, I'm putting the link to our website also in the chat. When you go to yardcardassociation.com, up at the top, there's a tab for subscribe, and you can sign up there. Hopefully that works. So anyway, I hope y'all are having a great day. Just know we are in the middle of the month. It's April 14th, and we have 2 weeks left to finish April strong. So if you don't know where you are in your goals yet for April, go ahead and take about 15 minutes today, assess those, and then make a plan. What do you need to do by Friday? We call it the Friday finishers. What do you have to have done by Friday? And then just break out those goals in little bite-sized tasks, and then just put them in your schedule. And let's make sure we all finish April strong. All right? So anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for listening. I appreciate you guys popping in over here with me, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.